Good morning, Colts. I'm Raj.
And I'm Asher, and this is KTV for Tuesday, March 8th, 2022.
Hey Colts, the Decades Dance will be on Friday, March 18th from 5 to 6:30 p.m. Show your spirit by dressing up for the dance in any of the decades. Check out this video from Leadership.
Hey Colts, to start off our upcoming Spirit Week, we will be beginning with 60s Day.
60s Day will take place on March 14th, and we'd love to see you all in your 60s/hippie clothes. Some examples of some outfits are coming up soon. Keep grooving! We hope to see you soon in all of your 60s clothes. But for now, spread some peace and love.
You can dress up with outfits from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and even the 2000s. Dance tickets will be sold at the Leadership window from Monday, March 14th until Thursday, March 17th. Make sure to know that 0 tickets will be sold at the door.
Hey Asher, how many historic figures do you know?
Well, I don't know many, but I do know Amelia Earhart. She was an American pilot who set many flying records and led the advancement of women in the aircraft industry. She was an adventurous person who lives by her motto of adventure is worthwhile in itself.
Some of her records include being the first woman to fly alone across the Atlantic Ocean and the first woman to fly solo from Hawaii to the U.S. mainland. Sadly, Earhart disappeared somewhere over the Pacific in July 1937 during her flight around the world.
Her plane was never found, and she was declared lost at sea with her navigator friend Noonan. There have been many theories surrounding the case, but nothing has been proven so far, making it one of the biggest mysteries of the century.
Amelia Earhart was a very important figure in American history and always worked to promote opportunities for women in aviation. She was a great inspiration, and thanks to her, many women have been inspired to fly planes and adventure today.
Amelia Earhart is a very inspiring person, don't you think so, Raj?
I definitely agree, Asher.
I wonder what the weather is looking like this week. Let's go into the weather studio with Lauren.
Hey Colts, welcome to the weather studio. Today it will be sunny with a high of 68 and a low of 40 degrees. Heading into tomorrow, it will be partly cloudy with a high of 65 and a low of 47. Thursday will be sunny with a high of 64 and a low of 32. Finally, a joke. What did the tornado say to the sports car? Want to go for a spin? That's all for weather, Colts. Stay sunny. Now back to Raj and Asher in the KTV studio.
Thanks, Lauren. I can't wait for the nice weather this week. 68 degrees is perfect.
This week is the last week to order a Pride Club shirt. Please come by room 29 this week if you are interested in ordering one.
Now, let's learn more about respect, one of the most important life skills you will need throughout your life. Respect is the action of accepting another person for who they are, even though you might not agree with them on some things.
Respect can build up many other important things that you need in a friendship, such as trust, comfort, and safety. To gain these feelings from another person, you will need to show respect to them first.
Remember, respect is earned and not given. You can show respect to another person by listening to them while they're talking, valuing their opinion, and acknowledging others by saying thank you.
Although these things may seem simple, they can really affect the way someone thinks of you in a good way, of course. It is important to have respect in the first place because it is the foundation to having a good friendship, relationship, and society.
So please remember, Colts, continue to show respect towards your family, friends, people you see on campus, and others in your life. I'm getting kind of hungry. I wonder what's on the lunch menu for today.
Today we have a cheeseburger, chicken tenders with fries, bean and cheese burrito, and a ham and cheese sandwich.
We also have grab-and-go veggies, juice applesauce, and goldfish crackers. Remember, Colts, the lunch menu might change depending on what's available.
I wonder what our Kenilworth Sports is looking like today. Let's go to the sports corner with Adrian.
Hello Colts, welcome to the Sports Corner. In today's sports history, we take a look at Sharon Badger, a person who is considered the first great American ice skater. He was born August 29, 1901 in Boston, Massachusetts. He later won the U.S. Singles Championship in 5 consecutive years, 1920 through 1924, and 1923 won the first North American Singles Championship. Let's end this with a joke related to ice skating. When I was ice skating, I fell and no one laughed, but the ice sure cracked up. That's for today, Colts. Back to Raj and Asher in the KTV studio.
Thanks, Adrian. Let's move on to Sadie Staten, an author, lecturer, and chief philosopher of the women's rights and suffrage movements, could do it all. Elizabeth Sadie Stanton designed and created the agenda for women's rights that guided the struggle well into the 20th century.
And she drafted the first organized demand for women's suffrage in the United States.
Wow, she must have been so dedicated to organize that draft because at that time she was organizing it, women's rights were barely a thing. I can't believe what she achieved and what she did for the generations of women that came after her.
Now, let's end this KTV episode with the trash video from Jada and Peyton.
Hey Colts,
Today we're going to be asking the staff about the Kenilworth trash problem.
let's go see what they
We
say.
asked the Kenilworth students how they felt about the trash problem. How do you feel about the trash problem at Kenilworth?
I think that the students need to learn to pick up after themselves. It's disgusting. The garbage cans are all over campus. Please use them.
Thank you.
What do you feel about the trash problem here at Kenilworth?
I think that a lot of people do a good job, but some people need to be a little more careful about making sure their trash makes it into the garbage.
Thank you. What do you feel about the trash problem at Kenilworth?
It's a big problem when I go out after lunch or after school. There's trash all over the place, even next to the very obvious trash cans.
Thank you. So we're asking the Kenilworth staff how they feel about the trash problem here at Kenilworth. How do you feel about it?
I think it's pretty disappointing to walk around and see all the trash on the ground. We have such a beautiful campus here in Petaluma, and I think we should feel really proud of it. So if the students and staff and people on campus do make more of an effort to pick up the trash, I think it's going to be beautiful.
What do you feel about the trash problem here at Kenilworth?
Oh, I think it's awful. I really wish that everybody could take responsibility for their own waste. I always tell my own kids if the trash is on the ground, it's going to end up in the ocean. And so I say, save the whales, pick up trash. I hope Kenilworth can do the same.
Thank you. How do you feel about the trash problem at Kenilworth?
Well, I do see a lot of litter around, and it doesn't make me very happy. And I think that we should have more recycling cans on campus so more people can recycle and be responsible.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What do you feel about the trash problem at Kenilworth?
But I just think that it's disgusting, and it's such a lazy thing for the litterers to just drop their trash wherever it is, and or forgetful or selfish or whatever. Our campus is so beautiful, and our custodians work so hard at making this campus really beautiful. It really truly is, I think, the best looking campus in all of Petaluma City Schools, and to have just laziness or selfishness kind of take away from that and take away from the work that our custodian is trying to do, it just makes me feel bad, and I think it makes everybody feel bad.
Thank you.
So Colts, pick up your trash.
That's all for today, Colts. Make sure to pick up your trash.
And that's KTV.